Okay. Welcome back. I guess, sort of. Well, I am finally back. I meant to stream earlier this week, but a lot of things happened. I've been busy a lot lately. Or a lot of things have been happening around me lately. And I've been hesitant to stream a bit. But hopefully some things will be calming down and I'll be able to stream more. But, disclaimer real fast. Yakuza is on hold now, like, for a bit. Mainly because the hard drive I had it on isn't working properly, so I cannot play it at the moment. So I might. So yeah. And there was a plan I was gonna do Fontaine. I was gonna start Fontaine's like Arcane quest on stream, but I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anyone's input since I put out a tweet about it. So I started off stream. So I'm gonna continue with what I've been doing, is just doing events that have like somewhat story in them. And what's it called? Story quests. Character story quests. I think the plan is I'm going to try to find a time to finish God of War and start Miles Morales. Which I need to look up when Spider-Man 2 comes out again. Just remember that. Because, yeah, there's reasons for that. Anyway, let's get back to this. Season 22. I have barely touched this game this week. I've made sure not to trigger the story. So, yeah. I am honestly... Okay. This season I'm hyped for... I'm very well hyped for from the trailers I've seen. And I've seen the trailers for Final Shape, and I saw the vidoc and all that. I saw the showcase. Same with everyone else. I have cautious optimism because Final Shape looks incredible, and I am going to say this right now: the people that are saying, "Oh, they found an excuse to reuse content in Final Shape," that's probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And the stupidest reason to come up with to just hate on the game. Last time I checked, every sequel, every game in existence reuses assets. And that's not that's not the major excuse. The thing is, it's very stupid to say, "Oh, they're reusing assets like the D1 tower." They literally explain the reason of what the Pale Heart's gonna look like when we enter it. They've literally explained why it looks like that and the reason for it. So people saying they're reusing assets for this in the last DLC for the Light Dart Saga is probably one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Also, I'm kind of hyped for the episode thing that they're doing, because my thing that I guess is gonna happen is the episodes are gonna be in, like, somewhat in between a expansion and season, because it spans all 3 months. I think 3 months, right? No, 4 months. It spans 4 months, 3 acts, and it has a lot of, it's gonna have like a decent amount of story to it, so anyway, I didn't catch up with my character, but I don't think that matters for the opening cinematics, so I will be starting as my warlock. And yeah, so this is basically last season's armor sets with their ornaments on. Also, it's been clarified that past seasonal ornaments are coming back. They're starting with Season of the Worthies. But yeah, that gives me a chance to finally finish the Season of Undying ornament set from the Season Pass, because I didn't know how Season Pass worked then, and I didn't cover it too much back then, so yeah, I didn't finish that pass. It just matters on what currency they're gonna use. Before I log in, though, making sure my strongest stuff is on. Alright, let's get started with Season of the Witch. And make sure, and also I'm gonna make sure everything is still running properly. Before I start, because yeah, I still don't fully trust the internet. If I do have issues, the only caveat is I would have to redo the first mission with my other 2 characters, since you can only redo the mission once. Also, they've added other things into this game that helps new players catch up in the timeline on the top right in the director. I will cover that later. Let's get into Season of the Witch.
Listen up, glitter bums. This is first Ghost Immaru talking. You're still trying to get through the witness's portal, huh? That ain't a door you can just kick open. You even asked some leftover worm for answers. Too bad she led you right to us. Now you need help from the one witch nobody can trust. My boss, Savathûn. Even though she's temporarily dead, she left instructions for this very situation. As usual, you maggots are 3 steps behind. Savathûn will help you on one condition. First, deal with her sister, Xivu Arath. She's the Hive god of war and the Witness's best general. It's a win-win, see? Don't look so sour. You've already got everything you need. I suggest you start with a witch of your own.
I love these little, like, Season of the Witch. I'm gonna take this moment to redo one, or undo one thing. That's this. There you go. I had the helmets on the show what the seasonal ornaments look like. So I take it off because some cutscenes have them off now.
Guardian, the Witness poses a dire threat, and the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister. Immaru has promised us a method for defeating Xivu Arath, arranged by Savathûn before her death. There is a spire atop her throne world's sanctum, a place of dire experiments where she abused the light. With this knowledge, Immaru and I have devised a powerful artifact infused with Hive magic. It will allow you to dispel the Witch Queen's trickery and master the spire through a ritual of our own.
Loading's taking a minute. There you go. I have changed a few things about my inventory. Which I will get to later.
Even in death, the Witch Queen lays her snares for us. Be careful, Guardian.
This is a real privilege, so act like it. Savathûn doesn't open her spire to just anyone.
If such a place exists.
Why lie, when the truth is so much more dangerous?
You are not the Witch Queen.
And the Guardian is far more dangerous.
Please. Xivu Arath is too much for you to handle. You need our help.
And you need ours. Immaru, tell your Lucent Hive to stand down.
Savathûn's orders are for them to guard the spire. I'm sure your little glowworms can handle it.
Yeah, and all you're doing is diminishing your forces, dumbass. To be fair, I don't know how high, like, I don't know if they can, I'm guessing they can get more high. We usually use stream, but I'm just gonna use stasis for now. Oh boy. There you go. Honestly, did not expect this to go right into the gameplay like this. I expected something else. I thought I was gonna go into something different here.
I don't like this. Resurrecting Savathûn, using her magic. This is exactly what we wanted to avoid.
The Witch Queen knew she could entice us with a common goal. Removing the threat of Xivu Arath.
Yeah. And she knew the Vanguard had a little Hive acolyte of their own. That's why she's opening up her spire. She thinks you've got what it takes.
It's been a while since I used that. Also, it's cool that we're finally back in the throne world. We haven't really been back here in a while. Oh boy. That worked. I don't like Xivu. I don't like that. Gonna lose one of your Hive Guardians here.
Void crystals bend reality through tightly channeled power. Shatter them to break their control.
Oh boy. Shit. Shit. I'm gonna waste that.
Use that witch's staff to cast a little spell of your own. Spire's just up ahead. Don't need more than some lightless lackey's fancy eyes to see it.
This is where the Witch Queen fell, and you fled for your life. Remember that.
We should focus.
That was a fluke. Your guardians got lucky.
Really? How many of your apostate ghosts have seen the Guardian's mercy?
Don't you threaten me.
I am not threatening you. I am telling you what the Guardian will do.
Oh shit. I love the interaction's gonna be so good because Immaru's being a smartass and he knows he can't. That we need him, but we can berate him as much as we want because he knows he can't really do anything.
So where is this spire?
You'll see. Start the ritual to bring down Savathûn's illusion.
Also, the exotic quest involving Avalon and the wicked, like that scout rifle from last season, I will eventually get to them, just not right away. I still have a lot of time to get to them before. There's a lot of cool things that they announced that's coming, and that's in the game now. Ow. I didn't realize this actually lit me on fire. It doesn't make sense. It is a void crystal. It is a solar crystal. Oh, this is not gonna work. Yeah, I should probably clear them out first. I honestly thought we were gonna start with the cinematic of Eris doing a ritual. Oh, that night. Come on, make it. Ooh, that's a close one.
Conduct the arc charge between the crystals.
Oh boy. There's so many enemies. A sniper rifle is not the best choice of action here. I tried dodging, bitch.
your magic with the witch's staff.
Ooh, there's some. Oh then, this looks familiar.
You now wield hive magic, and have entwined it with your light.
Whatever you face next, we'll test that power to its limits.
You think your guardians are up to scratch?
What will we find inside the spire?
A way to take down her sister. That's all she told me. And that's all I'm telling you.
And she'll uphold her bargain? Give us the information we need.
I'll bring her back as soon as Xivu's taken care of. Then you can ask her yourself.
Guardian, traverse the spire. We shall see what morsel of truth awaits us.
A weird crystal looking thing. I guess it's the top of the staff. Shannon Void. What am I losing? Did they disable those two things again? I know they disabled the new, like, aspect for, Strand for Warlocks, because you become basically invincible, but... Come on. I think someone skipped the cutscene. That's annoying. That's very annoying.
There is nascent light to be found here. We must stoke it and harness its power.
Be prepared for anything.
Hopefully...
Bear each solar crystal to its vessel.
Hopefully one of these runs, because you do multiple runs of course. Hopefully one of these runs I actually do get to see that full scene, full cutscene in full, because that sucks that I couldn't. Because they skipped it. And I don't know what... I really wish it wasn't skippable for people that haven't done it yet. Kinda like the cutscene's not skippable for people that back in season lost. They made it. Oh shit. Walk past you. Ow, I could not get away in time.
It looks like the way up is cleared. Be careful.
Guardians, I'm sure Immaru has given you a warm welcome on my behalf. Savathûn's dire machinations echo through these halls. She whispers from the past, anticipating each outcome.
She left you some recordings. It ain't that deep.
I hope there's like not too much beginning dialogue.
You've accepted my proposal. We have mutual interests after all, despite our bad blood. You might not believe me, but I love my sister. But to us Hive, love is death. No one knows more about killing her than I do.
Damn it, I don't have solar. I would have opened that if I had solar on. But hopefully that beginning cutscene didn't have any, like too intrusive dialogue. That opening cutscene where you load in. So yeah, if you see a room like that, you shoot it with the right element, it opens a secret door. We're gonna find the one in here. Clearly a door right there. I'm gonna get teleported. Oh, Storm. Interesting. Oh shit. Oh shit. Not see all of those guys there. The thing that dude has on his back is the new strand aspect for Titans. Also, I honestly wish I could do a tribute with Bray Wyatt. I technically could, but I would have to load up my PS4. That might be a little bit more tricky. Rest in peace to that guy. To the probably one of the most creative men. Dave. He was definitely a very kind person.
The spire is alive with light. We have redirected the Witch Queen's spells and empowered it to some end. I am not certain. Hive runes manifest here. Discern their pattern and traverse the Witch Queen's labyrinth.
Xivu Arath can't be confronted. That's what she wants, and she always gets exactly what she wants. So spoiled, so loved. You'll have to find another way. Only her equal could ever have a hope of overcoming the threat of my sister's war march. Only a hive.
So, it rests with me.
Eris?
Oh, I can't interact with this. Damn it. There's a card that you can grab. Ow.
My sister depends on the foundations of her cold logic. If you want to remove her from the board, you'll need to test her thesis. There's power for the taking, Eris. And for that, you'll have to prove your right to exist.
Savathûn speaks of the sword logic.
No, we can't play the Hive God's games.
And yet we must.
Damn it. Oh, I can get this. Okay. You have a solar weapon. Okay. Do I have a solar weapon? Because I guess he doesn't. Or he won't, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. There we go. Ooh, yeah, those are very useful. The one guy fell to his death, I think. It's all the way down there, Jesus. What is happening? I keep dying.
These are the Spire's wardens. Remove them and complete our ritual.
Ow. Oh shit. Get off me.
What did we do?
We have reconfigured the inner workings of the Spire and opened the path to its vetted hypogeum.
Not how I would have put it, but that's right.
There is dire magic here, and I am its conduit. We may use this power to our own ends.
Eris, you can't. This is dangerous.
Meet with me, Guardian. I will prepare the ritual.
Oh, come on. Didn't even let me... Bruh. Didn't even let me commentate him.
Xivu Arath draws strength from our conflict. She believes her logic absolute. I will grasp it and contravene its power. There is no other way.
Will you come back from this?
Does it matter if I do? What I am has served me, and has served humanity. Aka, Zita, Sel.
This is what Savathûn wants.
We serve our interests, not Savathûn's.
She's outmaneuvered you again. You need me.
We need your silence. Do not be afraid. Bear witness to my sublimation. I separate the true from the dead. I am the many-mouthed hunger. I am the knife-edged truth. I devour the free. I conspire with my vengeance. I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist. Hayat! Hayat! Hayat!
Holy shit. I present to you the Hive God Eris. The Hive God of Vengeance. Whew, that was something to witness. Interesting. So these are going to be similar to these things, the Charge of Lights. I kind of find it funny, we have all this like rituals, or like this like, almost like D&D style stuff that's like all over the place, and then you have Crow standing here, and then yeah, and then you see all this. Here's the weird thing. This is another case of there's now two Erises. Similar to how there was two crows back in Season of the Hunt. Or like Season of the Chosen or one of the previous seasons. In Beyond Light. There's two crows. There's the crow that was in Spider's hideout. And then there was the crow that was in the helm. Now there's two Eris. There's one on the moon. That's normal. And there's this one that's a hive god. Where is this at? Is this in the moon still? Or is this somewhere else? Or is this in the throne world? The hell was that? There is something I want to check out before I interact with that. There's a card you can get somewhere. And I'm trying to remember where I saw someone find it. It's like hidden over here. There it is. Also, this is a weird thing that... What the hell are you? The hell are you?
Guardian, though my form twists in this rune-bound circle, I remain Eris Morn, given not to the deep, but to vengeance. The Hive have taken much from me. By naming the worms, I have taken from them. And I must take from you. The splinter of Hive worm rests in your staff. It is enough to bind us and mark you as my acolyte. By the sword logic of the Hive, your conquests strengthen me. You must tithe mightily if I am to become strong enough to defeat Xivu Arath. She draws power from all conflict. She is the blade breaker, war, drinker, conqueror, immortal. I ought drown her in blood. Add your voice to the chorus of violence. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
I wonder if she's gonna be in the Hive episode that is coming next year. Though my form twists in this rune-bound circle, I remain Eris Morn, says the figure before you, her voice strained by the transformation. Eris gestures a clawed hand towards the staff you used to begin the Hive ritual. A splinter of a Hive worm rests in your staff. It is enough to bind us and mark you as my acolyte. By the sword logic of the Hive, your conquest strengthens me. You think of the bargain Immaru offered the Vanguard. Savathûn will reveal how to follow the witness if you can deal with her sister. You nod in understanding. You must tithe mightily if I am to become strong enough to defeat Xivu Arath. You hear her smile viciously beneath the mask of chitin. Let us show her what it is to be Hive. I like how she doesn't, like, she disappears after. Okay, I'm gonna read this. So let's do it. The lantern, or the lectern of divination. We'll collect cards from the deck of whispers a powerful form of hive magic manifested through your ties to Eris Morn. Here you may contemplate and interpret. I don't know. Your opaque cards to unlock their power. This process requires gathering insight throughout the system. Once acquired, major Arcana cards will be displayed in the Ethereum. I don't know. When 5 major Arcana cards have been acquired, one will be selected at random before each encounter in Savathûn Spire, and Altars of Summoning. Adding a card to your deck will allow that card to be randomly drawn. Each major Arcana card bestows unique benefits. Major Arcana cards may be added or removed from your deck by interacting with them in the Athenaeum. You must have at least 5 cards in your deck to draw upon their power in Season of the Witch activities. Minor Arcana cards can be found in Season of the Witch activities or granted as a reward in ritual activities. When interpreted, they bestow perks, items, and upgrades. The Lantern of Divination wavers with the heavy, coiling smoke of the incense and glint of candlelight. From their places on the table, the cards whisper sweetly, promising secrets, truth, and lies. Jeez. Oh yeah, I have that. Is it the ritual table? Very confused at what it means by that. I did visit the table though. Unless this is not the ritual table. Oh, over here. Duh. Okay. The cluttered ritual table is covered with various artifacts used in the study of hive magic. Eris Morn's scattered journals lay open across the table, pages weighed down by pieces of rock and bone. You notice sketches of hive runes, worms, moths, and intricate diagrams of unrecognizable magical objects. You recognize buried amongst the what is it with all these words I've never seen before? A drawing of a acolyte staff, along with the detailed spell that would bind its maker and wielder in the tithering ritual. Or tithing ritual. Ooh. I'll hang on to that. Now what to do? What to do? What to say now? Mission invoke. So I don't have the other activity unlocked yet. I don't have the altar thing unlocked yet, so I have to just do the mission. What is this saying? Gathering exhibit. Summoning. Ah, okay. These are basically the seasonal bonuses, by the way.
Guardian, Eris has detected a gravitic anomaly beneath the spire. She thinks it's a ritual chamber.
We call that the Arcane oubliette. Savathûn stores all kinds of drooling goons in there. Warm bodies for her magical experiments. If you want to feed blood and guts to your discount hive god, that's the place to do it.
Discount. Oh god, you're asking for it, Immaru. It'd be funny if we revive Savathûn and immediately kill Immaru.
Panicked throws echo upward from the well of power and death. I sense the oubliette beneath you, Guardian. Assemble in the ritual space, and we shall harvest the fruit of Savathûn's foul experiments as our own.
After I resurrected Savathûn, she was dying to learn about her new light. But she needed test subjects to experiment on. Same way you use the poor slobs in Gambit for target practice. Listen to this.
I named this chamber the oubliette, after a human invention. A prison where the only exit is the ceiling, just out of reach. A place for people to be thrown in and forgotten, until the time is right. This is where I'll keep in touch with all my bygone subjects, both as a queen and researcher.
Interesting. Animals in this place, creatures I should say, are interesting. Oh hey.
Do you feel it? The latent power of the Witch Queen's spellcraft. Finalize the ritual to complete the summoning.
Got it. Oh god. Can't even see. Something over here that I can deep sight. Oh. Platforms. Ow. I guess you can't lose this is your first, like, one of it. Because this, I believe, is how Alter the Sun works here. I can't even see. Get off me. How did I not? Okay. Boom, bitch. Eat him up. I see now. I think that. Didn't need all three? Or four, I guess. Eat them up. This is going to get very confusing. I don't even know where to deposit these at. Am I supposed to deposit them over there? Apparently so. Oh boy. There's just like the enemy density is a bit much. lagging. It's just that they spawn. They just keep spawning over here. Oh, I guess this counts as altars of summoning. That's good to know. Eat this!
Your tides flow through me like a surge of hot blood.
Where are these subjects being summoned from?
Some kind of suspended animation? Maybe they're teleported from somewhere right into your gun sights. Nah, but what do you care? They're all just dead meat to you.
I mean, ain't wrong. So technically, you can just keep doing. If you have like enough summonings, you can literally just keep doing this. Which I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna do what's needed. On stream, at least. And then just grind the hell out of it. Off stream. Because, like I said, you can keep doing this ritual. You can keep doing the ritual as long as you have summonings. Until you run out, basically. I think that also counts to your teammates, too.
Your arcane skill conjures forth horrors once cloistered, awaiting brutal deliverance. And so they shall receive it.
Oh boy. I guess we're doing all the stages? Is that what's happening? I got those future ones too. Haven't seen those ones in a while. What the hell? Oh. Quicker. damn it. This one's definitely gonna take longer than I thought it would. One down. The second one's all the way over there. Oh, I don't have a shot. Oh, is the other one active now? Oh shit. I did not realize that. Don't do your shield shit and this should go smoothly. On grenades. There you go. Beat him up.
You know why the boss is so much better at magic than you? It's because she's not afraid to make the tough choices. Listen.
I'd like to share my experiments with the Guardians one day, just as we share the light. But I know they won't approve of my methods. They love omelets, but hate breaking eggs. Maybe participating in my rituals will expand their provincial sense of morality.
Your arcane skill expands with each ritual you complete. Our powers will grow in tandem until we are ready to challenge the god of war herself.
Oh, I just realized this. I cannot be reckless here. I have to be careful. I actually have to be careful here. Oh yeah, Crota's ends returns next week, which should be interesting. Oh my god.
In the name of retribution for the lost, Bell, Gloriana, Oma, Sai, and Tolan. Tithe unto me, Acolyte. Ayat.
Guardian, the value of the magic you've unearthed here is undeniable. But watching you and Eris revel in violence, tithing with hive rituals, it was disturbing.
Like it or not, your witch is gonna need a lot more ties before she's powerful enough to challenge Xivu. So, go ahead, sport. Make a mess. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the hive.
That's some. That's some. Jesus Christ. Zoc mission rotator is here. Replay your favorite missions. Replay some of your favorite Zoc missions in the new Zoc mission rotator for great rewards. Access the current Zoc mission in the Legends tab. The Director. Meaning the grenade launcher, that scout rifle, and the pulse rifle. Well, the pulse rifle is already craftable, but both of the scout rifle and the grenade launcher will become craftable, and you'll be able to get the weapons you're missing from it, i.e. Ikilos, Chosen, I think, and I forgot what else. See, the final shape. I'm not pre-ordering this just yet, but I will eventually. Because that shit in the bottom right is badass looking, especially the ghost. And then of course that secondary fusion rifle is actually pretty cool. Ascend the Spire. Navigate the dangerous, shifting halls of the Witch Queen's fortress and gain access to its terrible secrets. Tithe your conquests. Summon powerful foes, crush them, and build the strength to overcome the Hive God of War. Master the arcane arts. Collect Arcana from the Deck of Whispers and unlock powerful abilities. Escape with your rewards. Escape the Witch Queen's deadliest traps and return with powerful weapons, armor, and cosmetics. The armor of the season and the ornaments look kinda gnarly. I have a feeling they were going to use that back room at some point. Oh, this is different. Okay. Good to know. course, we'll do the classic lore reading later. If anything, I'll probably do in the middle of the portal. Or the ritual site.
It's hard not to feel that this is my responsibility. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into a dangerous ritual of her own devising. She was audacious. And she was right. We had to accept Savathûn's bargain. We must pursue the witness at any cost. But I didn't imagine we would risk Eris in the exchange. She remains herself. I recognize Eris when I look into her eyes. She wears her new form like a suit of armor, but she speaks of whispers calling to her from the deep, and I have no assurance she can resist them forever. You must embrace the hive rituals as she did. Offer your tithes so that she may gain the power she desires. And quickly. Commit yourself to her guardian. I believe it is in everyone's best interest to keep her metamorphosis as brief as possible.
I'm guessing that the way they make it sound, it seems like it's temporary. Also, before I read this, there already has been reactions to her transformation. Drifter being one, but instead of listening to, of course, everyone else, he's doing the... So there's the VanNet, which is basically the... You know, basically Twitter. And he knows better not to listen to that shit. So he trusts her because he knows her. And on the other side of the... and then also Kaido trusts her because... 2 reasons. Fastest way to crush Xivu Arath. The other reason is she helped her during Season of the Haunted. On the other side of things, Elsie's not so happy about this. She said Eris is wearing the smile she did in the Dark Future. And that's kind of worrisome. Even though we are on a different path in the Dark Future. Because in the Dark Future, the witness wasn't even a thing. Akora admits she feels responsible for Eris' risky transformation. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into a dangerous ritual of her own devising. She was audacious, and she was right. Akora reiterates following the witness is worth any cost, but she has her reservations. We had to accept Savathûn's bargain, but I didn't imagine we would risk Eris in the exchange. She tells you to ties with Eris and send her as much power as you can, but Akora cannot hide her unease. I believe it is everyone's best interest to keep Eris' metamorphosis as brief as possible, she says diplomatically before signing off. Oh, this is interesting. Usually, it tells you you don't have to interact with the radio.
Hive magic reveals itself in precise shapes. They follow the same lines and the same means. And yet our rituals still hold many secrets. Cards have scattered in the wake of your oblations. Our bond made manifest. I call them the deck of whispers. And they do whisper. Each of their ideograms appears to carry the weight of symbolism. Do not fault them for the forms they take. They are reflections of the real, and as opaque as the natures of their referent. We will interpret their configurations, divine their use. They may hold many meanings. Alone, and in conversation. As with all hive magic, they ask us to separate the true from the dead. We will do so.
I'm guessing this was recorded before the ritual, because that's still like normal sounding Eris. And not high voice. Ooh, we get the sparrow. Wait, what the? Okay. And you have to reset the rank to get the ship. But what do you do to get the ghost? Ah, okay. You have to complete on legend. That's actually really easy compared to before. Let me look at the thing here. I still need to complete these two, but I'm like very close to, because I just need to do deep dive with pressure on each encounter, which is a pain in the ass. That sounds like a nightmare. And then I believe this is the Azar quest. And then this, I found out that these two are tied to the Azar quest, and then I need to grind out this stuff. Or grind out these, which are almost done, and then do the other two battlegrounds on legend. So, yeah. Let's see. This is probably as our quest later. I think this is going to be one of the more easier seasons in terms of getting the seal. Definitely gonna have to deposit some stuff or get rid of things. Like, I need to still deposit that, and I need to get that shader, because if you get all the jade rabbits on the moon, you get shader for it. So I need to do that. Let's see. I need to get going here anyway. This is in the throne world. It's in an interesting spot. I'll use those later. This major Arcana card has been added to your deck of whispers, and its secrets lie open to you. When you hold at least 5 cards, one will be selected at random before each encounter Savathûn Spire and Altars of Summoning. There you may use its power to your advantage. You can remove this card from your deck at any time by interacting with it in the Athenium. Removing a card means that it cannot be drawn in any activity, but it can be added again when you return to the Athenium. Yeah, these are basically, the cards that I believe are basically your seasonal upgrades, I think. I think I'm gonna wrap up soon, as soon as we read some lore. I ended by standing in the circle. But let's read some lore after I do this. I will read those, but I don't know. Maybe when I have them all, I will. Oh, we have 2 to read, possibly. Let's see. We have 2 to read, or is this one from Lightfall? Oh, we have 2 to read. 3 to read. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna read these. Because I might save reading this till later, because these have to do with the cards, not necessarily the story, and I believe this has to do with the new... This is technically the new Book of Sorrow. This is the 8th Book of Sorrow that Eris is writing. I'm gonna save that for later. Let's read this. I'll read it out loud for this first one, and then decide with the next. Saint 14 and Osiris sat across from each other at the rough wooden table, focused on the array of wires, struts, and braces spread out before them. Mithrax has mentioned that his splicer gauntlet has been causing his arm to go numb, and Saint's over-eager offer of assistance has turned into an evening of frustratingly meticulous tinkering. Well, yeah, it looks like his arm would go numb with the way the wires go up it. Especially, like, in season of, like, the first season of this year. Defiance, where he had to use it. Mithrax has politely excused himself hours ago, but Saint and Osiris were so focused on their discussion of Savathûn's bargain, they hardly noticed. We don't have a choice. Threading a wire through the lacy frills of a tiny ether converter. The future the witness is crafting beyond that portal is more terrible than we could dream. Anything is preferential to that. Speaking of that, in the trailer, now we know why it's taking so long for the... Why, even though the witness went through the portal, and yes, we are going inside the Traveler, in the trailer, it shows the pale heart of the Traveler and the way it looks. And since it's so big, which I was right on my prediction that it is basically a pocket dimension. Since it's so big, it's taking him that... It's taking the witness so long to make the thing in it, make the, Traveler, or make the world in his image, basically. Or its image. And speaking of that, back to the teaser where the Cade returns, he's shown a bit more, and my theory for the final shape. Cade, they said Cade's going to be our Virgil, or Vigil, or whatever, our guide through the Pale Heart. My guess is he's going to be the destination vendor. That's my guess. Anything but her. Even her. If Savathûn knows how to pursue the witness, and there is little reason to doubt that she does, we must work with her. There is no other way. With an Exo's patient precision, Saint straightened a row of metal pins. I do not know how you can say that after everything. Osiris raised his eyebrows. I am a beacon of forgiveness. Really? Are you? But the words soured on his tongue. There you go. So you forgive her? Saint didn't even look up from his work. No. He aligned a metal tab with its slot and pressed it into place, waiting to hear a click. It didn't come. The truth is, I hardly think of her at all. Saint looked at him flatly, but Osiris shrugged, his face open. I know how it sounds. I have acknowledged what happened and moved on, I suppose. I am here, alive, with you. They say that's the best revenge, don't they? I mean, it ain't wrong. Saint coiled a stubborn string and prepared to slide it into a support brace. Is it revenge to allow the violator to avoid accountability? Ooh! Now that's an interesting topic. Okay, this is an interesting conversation. The violator is dead. He ain't true though. And will live again if Eris and the Guardian fulfill this prophecy or prediction. The spring shot from between Saint's fingers. Or whatever Savathûn wants to call this new trick. Osiris heard the spring clatter in the corner near the kitchen and rose wordlessly to hunt for it. Saint sighed. Kitchen? Where are they? Are they in their house? I do not know how you can be so calm. You sometimes act as though you do not remember what she did to you. I remember it all. Without turning away from the corner. I remember being helpless. Words caught in his throat. Saint pushed his chair back and stood, but Osiris was already back at the table. A dusty spring in the center of his palm. There is still fury inside me. Fury that I would probably carry forever. I acknowledge it, but I do not let it consume me. I control it, and I take strength from that. Osiris placed the spring on the table and sat back down. Saint moved to his side. Denying your emotions is not strength. I admit that. If I could, I'd changed what happened. But not if doing so changed where it led me. Osiris reached out and gave Saint a half embrace around the hips. Have we finished talking about this now? Saint heard the rawness in his voice. Saint kissed the top of Osiris's head and sat back down. It would have to be enough. That's one way to interpret that. It's an interesting situation, that's for sure, for both of them. Let me get in a better position here. It's an interesting situation for both of them, but I kind of understand where both of them are coming from. The whole Violator line, though, that's something. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here today. I'm not gonna play right after reset. Like, reset's the day this is gonna be on YouTube. Because of how late I am. But I will do it during that week. I won't do it right away for obvious reasons. But yeah. I'm back, hopefully. And yeah, it's gonna for a good amount of time. It might be Genshin and Destiny for the most part, but I will try to get back to God of War. If I don't, I'm starting Miles Morales at some point soon. Same with I still, even with my hard drive not working as right now, I still have some games I can still do random games of, i.e. Apex and maybe Warframe. But for now, that'll be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Season of the Witch.